Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I will be doing my no-buy finale for 2024 and my intro to my no-buy for 2025. I think in 2024 I already did a video in December kind of going over my thoughts for the year, but basically I felt like my no-buy was pretty easy. And my no-buy was just for makeup. It's not for anything, it wasn't for anything else. And I did receive some makeup for Christmas at the end of 2024, but that was after I filmed my December update. And I didn't ask for makeup. I'm not allowed to ask for makeup. I just happened to receive it. I do have more makeup now, but I'm not really going to count that as a loss because I didn't ask for makeup and I also didn't buy it myself. Other than that, I feel like the no-buy was pretty good for me and my collection. My numbers definitely went down and I'm excited for them to go down even more this year. Although I feel like after this year I probably do have to buy new makeup. I'm just going to show you the empties I had from last year so I can clear my garbage can of empties. It's clean. And then we can get into 2025's rules and intro. These are all kind of gross. I have a CeraVe foaming facial cleanser and both my husband and I use this. We use it in the shower at night when we shower because we are not morning shower people. We like to shower at night and this way we don't have to do the sheets as often on our bed. We also don't wear shoes in the house. I think that could be a big part of it. And we don't like outdoor clothes on our bed either. But anyways, back to the CeraVe. This one is for oil control. It's for normal to oily skin. Both of us have oily skin, so we just use this. And I've used so many of these already. We have another one in the shower right now, and we have two more in the cabinet. God, I don't even want to show this. This is the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Clarifying Shampoo. It is disgusting, so I'm only going to show you this part. I might even put like a censor image over it so that you don't see how disgusting it is. I heard that Olaplex is prone to becoming gross. I don't know if it's mildew or whatever's on it. I'm holding the part that is clean, by the way. I feel like it didn't foam up as much as the other Olaplex, like just the regular number 4 shampoo, and I felt like I had to use more of it whenever I used it, and I wasn't sure if, you know, it would work better like that. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it worked that well, because I felt like my hair got dirtier whenever I used it. Like, it got dirtier faster. When I was still using Olaplex 4, I noticed that my hair could make it 3 days, but with this it was only 2 days. I probably won't repurchase it. I prefer the clarifying shampoo from Hask, which is like a drugstore brand. I've actually swapped back to that and my hair is so much healthier. Like, look at it. So much thicker, and I'm just happy with the price as well. Even though I was getting Olaplex for half off, I think even at half off it was not worth it. I guess we'll just finish all the body care stuff first. I have my KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with AHA, or 10% AHA, safe for sensitive skin. I don't think I'll be buying this anymore. The way I was using this before was I would like decant a little into like a small container before I took it with me into the shower because water gets into this part, the cap, really easily and it gets so disgusting. I actually kind of forgot about this for a little bit, so when I saw it in my collection again, I was like, oh, you know, I'm going to be doing a skincare inventory soon, so I want it out before then. So I was like working on it, and it didn't take that many more uses because I feel like you have to use actually quite a bit of this. Well, maybe for me because I'm a bigger girl. Definitely does make my skin softer, but maybe I'm a little bit too aggressive because it does sting a little after I use this. But I found better, so I'm not going to use this anymore. I prefer my Nature Republic body peeling mist over this, which is a chemical exfoliant, and this is a physical exfoliant. And I also have the Tree Hut body scrub with vitamin C in it. It's much cheaper than this. I'm testing that out to see if it is better than this, and my body stings from that one too. I think I just prefer chemical exfoliants because even though it sounds more dangerous, it's definitely not as burning. Next product I have is a hand lotion. This is from or hand cream. This is from Trader Joe's. I usually go through one of these a month, but I have them scattered all around my apartment and at work. So you might not see this every month, and some months you might see two. I really like these Trader Joe's hand creams. The past 2 times I've been, I haven't seen it. So are they discontinuing it? I hope not. I really like the original scent, and the scent in the summer is usually nice. However, the rosewater scent is really gross. That one's like another one that you see year round. But this is the original scent, and it's just, I believe, shea. Yeah. Hemp, made with coconut oil, hemp oil, and 20% shea butter. I always use this after I wash my hands because it's quite dry here, even though it's been raining. And if I use it after I wash my hands, I find that it absorbs much better. And it's only $5 for this, and it's, I believe, 3 ounces. Yeah, 3 ounces. Can't beat that price. I'm sad. I'm on my, like, I have maybe a third or a quarter left of my last one here. The other ones I have are at work, which I have not been to the office because of the holidays. So I think when I go back to the office, I'm going to go get my pumpkin spice one back and use it. That one doesn't smell as nice as the summer ones. I really like the guava one and the strawberry lemonade one. Some more lotions. This is the Sol de Janeiro Balm Dia Bright Cream, and I use this for my keratosis pilaris, or like chicken skin. I go through one of these a month because I have more surface area on my body, and I use it every time after I shower. And since it's the winter, I don't shower every day anymore, but I work out about 3 times a week, sometimes 4, so I have to shower. Most days, actually. I always shower after I work out, and then sometimes I'll just shower if I feel like I need it. But in the winter, you don't have to shower as much. Don't shower if you don't have to. It's fine. This works great for my keratosis pilaris. It helps with the dryness, and my skin is so smooth. And I'm nose blind to this now, actually. Unless I smell it straight from the jar, I cannot smell it on my own body. But everyone else is like, you smell good. And I'm like, what do I smell like? I don't know. I've been using this for the past year, so yes, I have been through many jars of this. But it's like the only thing that works for me, so I'm going to keep buying it because I feel like I would waste more money trying to find something else. I wish they would make this in the big jar because I would stock up on it during the 20% off, or maybe not even, like, ooh, I just dropped it. They made it for the formula in the yellow container, and they've also made it for the formula in the lighter pink container, like this one, which I do have as well. But I want it in the coral color because that's the one I use the most of. And this is my next empty. This is the Sol de Janeiro Beija Flor Elastic Cream. So this size is the one that comes in the travel kit with the body wash and the spray. I have not used either one of those, actually. I've only used this up. This one is supposed to be elasticity boosting body cream. I almost thought that said booty cream. I use this on my stretch marks because I have them on my stomach from being overweight. And also, like, I've had stretch marks on my chest since I was a teenager. I also use it because I have eczema, and I have eczema on my nipples, and it is really painful. I do not wish it upon anyone. And so I'll layer creams, like I'll layer the ointment and then I'll layer this on top. And this just makes it so much easier to travel with while I'm on vacation. This holds about a week's worth of lotion. So I can use it on my body and my chest and my stretch marks. And it's good for a week, which is why I'm keeping the container. But I do like this. I prefer the other one more for my body. But this is definitely better for my stretch marks and my eczema. So that's why I have 2 types of these. And I have the big jar. Let me just get it for comparison. This is the big jar. It is massive. This is it next to my head, which is also massive. And this is the small size next to my head. Look at it. So the difference. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I have a bag of cotton pads. These are from Muji. This is usually in my empties, but it is the Cut Cotton E-Crew. It comes with 180 sheets, and it's basically They look like this when it's halfway used, but normally it's filled up all the way to the top. But they're basically unbleached cotton pads. They're not like sewn, so the edges are kind of loose, but it doesn't fall apart, and I really like them. They're sturdy and they're a good price. It is, I think it's $4. I usually buy 10 at a time because to make shipping on Muji, and 10 is the most you can buy. I use 2 cotton pads in the morning and then 2 at night. So in the morning I use it with my micellar water and then my toner, and at night I use it with my eye makeup remover and my toner. If I'm not wearing makeup, obviously I would just be using one at night for after I shower. If I shower. So yeah, it ranges between 0 to 4 a day. And finally, I have, not finally, but it took me a long time to finish this. This is the Nature Republic Jeju Sparkling Cleansing Water. I have at least 1 more bottle of this. I might have 2 more bottles of this. I underestimated how long it would take me to use this. It's a good cleansing water. Honestly, I use the, what is it, the Western brands in a pinch. Like, what's that? Bioderma? Is that Western? I use Bioderma, I use Garnier, like, for the sample size bottles, but then I'll pour these in after I'm done with it. This one I use every day, has not done me dirty. I like the smell, I like how it feels, and I don't wash my face in the morning with water and soap. I just use micellar water because I have oily skin, and I find that after a round of micellar water and toner, my face is clean. Because I use cotton pads with these, I don't just put on my hand and then straight onto my face. Although that would be better for absorption, I feel like you waste less product. But this way I make sure my face is nice and clean. This is 510 milliliters or 17.22 fluid ounces. I think this was about $20, $22.90 when I bought it. I don't know what the price is now because I've had this for quite a while. And lastly, I have 2 makeup products. The first one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. It's a travel size, and I purchased this for when I went to Asia in 2023 on my honeymoon, and then I just let it sit in my collection, and then I realized that I don't really wear makeup when I travel, so there's no real point in having this. But I might be traveling again soon, so maybe I'll keep the bottle. I'm going to Georgia. I heard there's nothing to do there, like Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm going to be there for a week, and I can't work because I cannot work out of the state. When I asked my boss, who's very well traveled, he said good luck, it's really boring out there. So I was just like, okay, well maybe I'll be able to do a full makeup routine there. I don't know, I'm just going off topic now. But anyways, going back to the setting spray, the nozzle on this is very, very strong. Like, I feel like it spits at you instead of like the fine mist that I'm used to from the Benefit Professional nozzle. So I might just recycle this. I don't think I want to get waterboarded by setting spray again. And I have used up many all-nighter setting sprays. They work well, keep your makeup locked in, but there's denatured alcohol in it, which is why I've been trying not to use this one as much. I have other setting sprays in my collection to go through before I return to this one, but it is something to consider in the future. I do like this one, it's reliable, but again, I want to use something with better ingredients. And the last product I have is from NYX. It is their Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. Oh man, because I'm a singer. I've had this for quite a while. I believe it was like part of this brow kit with purchase from Ulta a long time ago, where if you spent like $60 worth of, if you spent like $60 at Ulta, you got this brow kit that was filled with like 8 to 10 different brow products. And I'm still working on the very last product from there, I believe, which is from Benefit. This is actually in my planning to pan for this year, but I finished it in 2024, so this is what it looks like. Can't really show you, but this packaging was kind of busted towards the end. Like, let me show you. Oh, where'd the spoolie go? It's stuck in here. So I had to basically keep it in my container like this so that I wouldn't have to fight this for the cap every single time I used it. But yeah, the color match was not the greatest. It was a little bit more brown than I thought. Now on to my no-buy rules for 2025. So I'm excited to announce that I'm going to be continuing my no-buy into 2025 for makeup, and I'm going to change some of the rules. So my rules last year were a strict no-buy. I couldn't buy makeup, I couldn't buy makeup tools, nail polish was okay, skincare was okay, body care was okay. But this year, I'm going to continue my no-buy, but I'm definitely going to be running out of powder. I'm going to be running out of mascara as well. I don't think I'm running out of anything in the other categories, but I don't want to be without those things. I already cut out what I don't need from my collection. So for example, I don't have foundation and I don't have concealer because I don't see a need for those. I've tried so many times in the past to get it to work for me, but I'm just not good at it. And also I tan very quickly, but I also get pale very quickly. So I didn't want to constantly have to shade match my foundation and concealer to match my natural skin. And also I just don't like the feeling of foundation on me. It feels heavy and it looks pretty bad after a few hours because I do have oily skin. I also don't have primers anymore in my collection. I just use sunscreen as a primer and it does what I want it to do, which is to mattify my skin and also kind of reduce the appearance of pores. It's not meant to, so it doesn't really, but it does a little bit. As long as it keeps like my oils at bay for a while, I don't mind. There's no real need for me to get those three categories, but I have been really liking mascara again, and I need powder on my face because I am really greasy. But that's for the future. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but as soon as I hit 0 on those categories, I am going to replace them. Also, I mentioned this in a lot of other videos, but 2025 is pretty much the last year I'm guaranteed to be child-free. I want to take advantage of that because I know once you have kids, you can still travel, but it's going to be very difficult. And I know once I have kids, my priority is completely on them. It's not going to be me anymore. I mean, I know how to put other people first, obviously. If you're also a firstborn in an Asian household, you know exactly what I mean. So yeah, I'm planning on traveling and doing a big Asia trip later on this year. I'm not sure when, but I want to see my grandma, and I want to also go to Taiwan and Japan. I just haven't figured out the logistics of it because I'm not going anytime soon. And while I'm traveling, I don't want to limit myself on what I buy because obviously I won't be traveling for a while. And I also don't want to go buck wild. Last time I went up and down Japan with suitcases, it was not fun. I'm definitely going to be more mindful of what I'm getting. The second item on my no buy is clothing. So I have plenty of clothes. I just don't really wear them. I feel like in the past few months I've just been wearing like a black, what is it? It's like Heat Tech from Costco. And that's been the thing I wear out, what I wear as my pajamas, and that's just it. And I also pretty much live in either my pajamas or my workout outfits, workout clothes, especially in the summer when it's really hot. Yeah, I'm going to do a no buy for clothing for multiple reasons. I have more than enough, and the second reason is I'm trying to lose weight, and there's no point in getting clothes that fit me now if I'm trying to lose weight and then they won't fit me later down the road. I signed up for Transformation Challenge at my local Orange Theory, and I am in the category for fat loss percentage. So basically, the winner gets $350, and it's by how much percentage of fat you lose, not like the weight of fat you lose. That's what I'm working on for this year, and now that I've put it on the internet, hopefully I'll win first, second, or third. I am gunning for first though. I would like to learn how to make my own clothes and or like modify my clothes at least to fit me. So I will make an exception for that. And also, if I happen to see a tailor in China, I have 4 pieces made by this tailor that my mom knows, and we've been going to him for the past at least 20 years, and he's done a really great job. So if I see him, I'm going to ask for some clothes to be made, but other than that, I'm not really going to buy clothes like off the internet or in store here. I also do have quite strange body proportions. Like, I have a really large chest, and of course I have a bit of a stomach too, but most of the time my clothes are tight in my chest and my upper thighs. So it fits everywhere else, and or is loose everywhere else. So that is also a problem with clothing, is I can't buy a lot of clothes because it just doesn't fit properly, or I'll like buy them and have to return them after trying them on because they don't fit properly. Something else I'm going to limit myself on for next year is home decor, and this is probably just until we get a house. So we're looking to buy a house next year. Yes, everything exciting, or this upcoming year. Everything exciting is happening this year. I'm planning on studying for 2 pretty difficult exams to advance my career, and then we're also looking to buy a house, but also like we do want to start a family next year. So the last thing on my mind is more things, and I would not call myself a minimalist. I thought I could be at one point, but I don't think so. I like decor, as you can see, and I do like seeing a decorated home. I just don't want to move all that stuff from this apartment into a house in the next year. I would rather, you know, do that in a permanent residence. This is not a permanent residence. I guess for my last point, for this no-buy, I kind of wanted to make this whole year, 2025, a no-buy year. But I realized that I'm going to be going on trips and I don't want to restrict myself. So I'm probably going to just be doing no-buy periods in between trips so that I can, you know, save money and have less stuff, obviously. But like to mostly just save money. I feel like I have definitely experienced lifestyle creep, and I want to cut back on that. I was telling my husband earlier this week, I think we were at Daiso, and I was telling him how like when I was younger I had to be more resourceful because it's not like we didn't have, like, well, how do you say it? It's not like we were broke, but a lot of things just weren't available to me back in high school, which was like over 10 years ago. We were in the arts and crafts section, and I told him like, oh, they sell these now, but back then you had to make your own from scratch, and it was like really tedious, and they didn't have the fake frosting for like Decoden back then, so I had to make my own out of clay and glue, and I had to work quickly because it dried very quickly and was very finicky. And I kind of miss that, like not the struggling, but being able to be more resourceful, being more creative, and obviously being more appreciative of what I have. I'm not saying that I'm completely ungrateful for what I have, but I definitely was more grateful as a teenager child because it was harder to access. And now that you're an adult and you have adult money, you can buy whatever you want. Like I said earlier, this year I'm going to be studying for exams, and obviously I'm going to be trying to buy a house, and if we do get one, that's not like a no-buy item. A house is very expensive. Yeah, obviously this year is just not going to be like a pure no-buy year, but I think I can continue for makeup and for clothing and for certain things like home decor for a period of time until we get the house. But I feel like after getting the house, I won't want to decorate it. I'll just be so tired from the home buying process, from any potential remodels, from moving, from just all that I will not want to buy anything. I'm going to be taking 2 very difficult exams. I think the pass rate is pretty low. It's like 60%, which is really bad. And if I pass these exams, I get to move up in my career. So it's very important that I pass these exams, and I want to pass it the first time, because I think if you don't pass it, you have to wait at least 6 months before you can take it again. And then on top of that you have to pay hundreds of dollars in order to retake these 2 exams. So I'm going to hopefully pass them before my Asia trip, because I would like to get myself something nice from Japan if I do pass. And if I don't pass, then there will be no reward for the second time passing. The reward will be just passing the test. I want to motivate myself, and I don't want this nobody to get in the way of being able to live, you know. So yeah, that's everything for this video. I feel like it's not like a true nobody, it's just makeup and clothing, let's be honest. But yeah, that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you follow along on this journey. I'm going to try and do monthly updates, but like last year, if there's nothing that interesting, because this is a no-buy, I feel like all I'm going to be talking about is my empties and how I didn't buy anything. I find that when I'm very busy, especially in life, I just don't think about things like shopping and stuff in general. So I guess that's it. I will probably talk about things that came into my collection into my my collection. God, I sound like a hoarder already. Things that I buy that come into my life that aren't like food or, you know, living related, like for example probably video games. I did pre-order one, but it's not coming in until May, I think. So yeah, obviously it's going to be, I just feel like some months there's not much to update on, and if there's not that many empties, then I probably will skip that month. But that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!